we accept the minutes as read.
Second it.
Been moved and seconded to accept meeting minutes from April 12th, 2014 as read. All those in favor? 3 in favor, none opposed. April 28th. Financials before the warrants, $141,112.72. Warrant of $60,810.34. Payroll warrant of $770.06, leaving a balance of $79,532.32. Old business, opening lawn care. How was that worded, Nancy? Didn't we have to come through two separate?
Two separate, yes. But if the municipal building is listed separately, then I would think you know how much to take off for each.
We have two bids for lawn maintenance, one from Pack Street Property Management in Millbridge. Looks like the total package would be $210 per week. That's including the municipal building. The other one is from Willy Wag's Lawn Care, Worcester, Windy Falls. His is $450 per week. He has a municipal building at $100 per time. Park Street Management has it at $65 a time, I guess. Is that the way I read it?
Yes.
His goes from $145 to $210, including the municipal.
What about the baseball field for the
Yep, what baseball field's in there? He doesn't have it written down as the cost, but right.
accept the,
Park Street
Street,
Park
property
Street
management.
property
at
management.
$145 per week without the municipal building and $210 per week with municipal building.
You made a motion to accept Park Street property management.
I'll second that motion. Been moved and seconded to accept Park Street Property Management, 29 Park Street, Millbridge, Maine, for $210 per week for lawn care. All those in favor? Three in favor, none opposed. Mold inspection information.
I called Ellsworth Mold Remediation, is that what it is? They come and do samples at $75 a sample, and then you go from there. And if they find anything, then that's what, you make your next step. But that's what they cost, what they charge, and would need to know how many samples you were interested in and where it would need to be sampled. Eastern Mold Remediation, Ellsworth.
What do you think? You could take a sample here on the floor and it probably wouldn't show up. Maybe where we had the leaks down the other end.
I sold the house before we moved back here, and I had to pay for all that stuff myself.
That was part of the house
That
inspection.
was,
What you
yeah.
had to do.
Well, I did, there was no mold to pay for all that, but it's just a different situation.
Have them come down on that end and do a couple of rooms and maybe some out over there. That might be good, yeah.
Maybe tell them what we've had happen, decide maybe whether take 2 or 3 samples. I make a motion that we hire them to come down and take 3 separate samples.
I'll second that.
Been moved and seconded to hire that Ellsworth mold remediation, is that what you said?
Eastern, I think it's Eastern.
Oh, Eastern.
Mold Remediation.
Okay. Been moved and seconded to do so, all those in favor? 3 in favor, none opposed? Any other old business?
Yes, a couple of things that come up this afternoon. One, next meeting is the 27th of May. I have a district budget meeting that night. So I won't be at that meeting. So I'll have to be at the budget meeting. You'll probably be at the budget meeting too.
Mhm.
The 27th?
Do you want to continue that?
Yes, that's what it's out there. So didn't realize that when that was,
We moved it from a Monday night to a
right,
Tuesday
because it
night.
was
You
Memorial Day.
Want to move it to the next, want to move it to a Wednesday night? Is that week?
28th?
The 28th?
Okay.
You want a motion? I make a motion to move our next state meeting to May 28th, Wednesday, to avoid the budget meeting.
Second the motion. Moved and seconded to move the next scheduled selectmen's meeting to the 28th from the 27th at the same time, 7 o'clock. All those in favor? 3 in favor, none opposed.
Then, there's a meeting that has been scheduled, or the state has asked. Is that?
It's not on the 28th.
No, no. I received a request from the state. They'd like to meet here on the 19th. The state and federal government are meeting with local agencies for a couple of hours in the afternoon. And I didn't feel that it was right for me to make the decision on my own, but it didn't seem right to charge the state, federal government to use the building for a couple of hours on it. What's that?
They don't mind charging us.
But that's totally your decision, if you want to charge them to use it. I just wanted to bring it to your
How long are they
attention.
going to use it?
Just for a couple of hours
In the afternoon?
when I'm already open. I thought I had some reason commission for some of that stuff. And I guess I didn't bring that paper with me. I can go get it.
What do you think of that? No charge, a charge? What do you think?
They'll make it hard.
Can we give them a building use period of that?
They filled out the necessary paperwork and everything. I've had them do that,
They got insurance?
but
Well, we require it of everybody else. I don't know how they'd show it.
you don't know.
I have no problem with it, I guess. It's only for a couple hours, but it does screw up the afternoon.
Yeah, but nobody's
Nobody.
concerned on a Monday afternoon. We don't have a meeting or anything.
I make a motion, we allow them to meet on Monday afternoon, the 19th. For 3 hours. All those, been moved and seconded, all those in favor? 3 in favor, none opposed.
And then lastly, I heard from MMA this afternoon about the water damage. The only thing they would pay for would be the rug cleaning. They don't pay for any groundwork. So, and then the rug cleaning is less than our deductible. So far, we've received bills of about $1,900 for the incident. So just so that you're aware of that.
All right. Anything else? Any other old business? Yep.
I just want to make a statement. If people are asking for FOAA requests, it needs to be clear and specific about what you want, because if you're not clear and you're not specific, you don't know what you want, then there's no way we can provide it. And if you don't know what you want, then it's going to be hard for us to read your minds to know what that is. So we need them to be clear and specific, because we already have Nancy spending a great deal of time doing those requests, and we don't want to make that any more time than it needs to be. So if you're clear and you're specific about what you want, we'll get those things to you. But if you don't know what you want, then you need to maybe wait and make your request after you do. Thank you.
Anything else? We'll move on to new business. Training.
Well, that brings up, there is training, and I know it's very short notice, but in light of all of the requests that I'm receiving and the proper way to handle them, there is training in Bangor Thursday. There isn't another one this year, and it's for record keeping, local government retention, and access to records as per the right to know law. And I really think in order for me to do my job the best way that I can, it wouldn't be a bad idea
That's this Thursday.
that it is this Thursday. I know it's very short notice.
What time's it start?
No, it's in Bangor at 8 o'clock
In the morning.
in the morning. Yes, it's an all-day workshop.
Cost money to go?
It costs $55.
That's what we should charge the state then for using it. Plus mileage.
Spectacular event center in Bangor. Recommend bring a light sweater or jacket. But it's, I mean, again, it's up to you guys. Because it is such short notice. But I got on and looked, and there isn't anything else. This year, there are a few minor, couple-hour workshops in Augusta off and on for portions of it. But they're from like 1 to 2:30 in the afternoon, which wouldn't be feasible.
I think if you're thinking to benefit from it, we good to go.
I make a motion that Nancy attend that meeting, close the office for the day, and attend that meeting.
I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded for Nancy to attend the FOAA
Well, records management.
Records Management Workshop in Bangor on Thursday. All those in favor? 3 in favor, none opposed.
And real quickly, this just came through, and this isn't until September, that I'm required once every 2 years to take the training for municipal clerks, registrars, and deputy assistants for the State for Elections Conference. And it's September 24th and 25th in Bangor, but it fills very quickly. So I wanted to get permission from you to send my paperwork in for that. That is $69, but that's the lower date.
What kind of training is it?
It's for elections.
I make the motion that Nancy attend the election training in September. She has it.
Second it.
Been moved and seconded to have Nancy attend the elections training in September. All those in favor? 3 in favor, none opposed. SAD 37 warrant.
Yes. Gentlemen need to sign the warrant so that it can be posted for the referendum vote on June 10th.
This is no budget here, right?
No, it's just, yes.
You didn't sign it.
I don't know.
Any other new business? Okay, we'll move on to offices and committees. Tony Santiago, Union Hall.
I gave you all a copy of it. First one, state biomedical inspection. Violation number 1, the hole in the furnace room ceiling has been corrected. Violation number 2, replace the furnace room door, make it self-closing and positive latching. That's been corrected. Violation number 3, handrails for the front entrance, has also been corrected. So that deficiency, statement of deficiency for the state can be signed off by you folks when I'm sent that through. Interior construction is nearing completion. We're waiting a couple of doors and there's some minor woodwork and trim. The ceilings and walls are all painted. The only thing will be left to do is staining. That'll be at the final completion. At the last meeting, Union Hall meeting, we received a quote from Rick Farnsworth for $3,700 to build some kitchen cabinets, drawers, hardware, and countertops on site right in the building. That will look period to that build time frame. And the committee discussed it and went back and forth. We even had a quote from a manufactured cabinet builder. And we have decided to recommend to the selectmen that they go ahead and take $3,700 out of our fundraising account and have the cabinets built on site. With that said, that will require your vote and approval tonight. And I'll move on to the others, and if you want to come back to this and ask me any questions, you can. Grants, the Davis Family Grant has been sent and applied for this past week. That will be, part of that money will be for partial interior work and sewer and water. The Morton Kelly Grant will be submitted in July, and the Belvedere Grant in September. The National Historic Plaque that we have, we will be setting a date to install that, and probably make it kind of a ceremony thing. We want to implement and getting that first. We want to have something official.
Is that going to be installed on the building?
Yes, yes. So, but we haven't set a date yet. We will be doing that. Sign, outside sign. As you know, I made a little sign up myself and put out there to the Union Hall. We would like to start looking into a more permanent sign for the building. And you know, we want to come up with size, shape, location, price, type, everything we can think of. And I have a volunteer that's been wanting to help us, not become part of the committee, but just help us. And that's Mr. Dale Smith, and I talked to him about this, and I said, what I'd like to do is set him loose and say, you go out and come back with a design, how much is going to come back to our committee, and then we'll make a recommendation to you. So with your permission, I'd like to turn him loose on that. Water and sewer. We've discussed a new option on that versus digging across the street. We came up with the idea of hooking, and I discussed this with a couple of you, hooking right into the water that already comes across the street in front of Rick Campbell's house. And Rick Campbell needs some work done to plumb into the septic drainage there. So we're still looking into this, figuring it all out, how we're going to do it, but we're probably going to need help from you once we do figure out a way to do it. I've talked to Mr. Brian Tibbetts down at the Union Hall, and he said he was doing everything he can to help us with that. Even talked to his engineers. The sewer, we have a brand new wastewater disposal system application from Dean Bradshaw. We have that now, so we're all ready to go. All we got to do is get the funding to get the tank and get it installed. Yard sale, fundraisers coming up. We've been collecting donated items to sell. The stage is getting half full of them. The yard sale will be June 6th.
That's a Friday, you're doing it on Friday?
Oh, then it's a Saturday. It's that Saturday.
I only know because that's graduation.
June 7th.
Saturday. Coming Saturday? No, June.
Yeah.
I think it's now.
Next meeting will be at the Union Hall, 6
He just
p.m.,
asked me to
May
make
29th.
something
Everybody is invited, all citizens are invited. With that, I'll let you, so number 2, if you got any questions for me,
It'll
just
be
let me know.
his graduation.
Thank you, guys.
Where's the money coming from, Tony?
It doesn't matter.
Well, we have $5,700 remaining, we have $500 remaining in the town raise funds. We have $5,700 in the fundraiser fund account. We recommend that it comes out of that fundraiser account.
I have a question. The farm director gave you two numbers for the setup down there. One was the tables and one was standing.
Yes.
And
235, I think it was.
and
I have the
we can plaque that. You're going to contact him again then with the results of the repairs.
Well, once they sign the form, then that form will go back to him.
All right. The only thing that I'm curious about is a number for, you know, like a town hall meeting where you have chairs.
I have the numbers on
Oh, you
that.
have all those?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have, and that has to be on a placard hanging up inside the building.
I've got plenty of picture frames. We'll make it.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'll come and see you on that day. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Make a motion then that we go ahead with the construction of the cabinets for $3,700 as put forth by the Union Hall Committee.
I'll second the motion. Been moved and seconded to go ahead with the quote for the cabinets of $3,700 taken from the fundraiser account. All those in favor? Three in favor, none opposed. You're all set, Tony.
Thank you very much.
Is that all you needed, Tony?
That's it. Thank you.
Lenny Weaver?
Yes, I have this. Tony, if you would take that to them so I don't fall and embarrass myself. The letter from the bill from the lawyer, and I wasn't sure how you wanted me to handle that. Are we going to pay that and have Bun and Jay reimburse us, or are we going to pay it separately and have Bun and Jay send their own check? And I really wasn't sure how you wanted me to do that.
I make a motion, we just pay the entire bill.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded for the town to pay the entire bill. All those in favor? Two in favor? One abstention. Go ahead.
That's it.
Okay. Dave?
Tonight we have the signed, two signed copies of the Epping Fire Department, or Fire District Agreement that's in the folder there. And tonight we need you guys to sign the official, Man, let me spit the fuck out, man.
Geez, now nobody can quit.
Yeah. Imagine you get to keep one after you sign it, and then we'll send the other one back. Unless you want to keep both, and then I'll let you get started.
Guess after all the work's gone into it, I make a motion that we go ahead and sign it.
Second.
Moved and seconded to sign. All those in favor? In favor, none opposed.
Yeah, Alan, what is that you're signing?
This is the Columbia and Columbia Falls Fire Department's Fire District Merger Agreement.
Okay, okay.
And just as a reminder, we had given you a timeline document at the last meeting. Our plan is to stand up the board with their first meeting on the 4th of June. Which I guess we better look at all these other dates here. I think we'll be okay. They will be voting at their next selectmen's meeting evening for board members. And also, just a heads up that we, the four chiefs of the district, plus the fire district, have been working on updating the mutual aid agreements to be ready to re-sign for the fact that we're changing our structure. We're also updating them so they reflect more modern terminology and things. The one that's in effect is originally from '91, and there was an attempt back in 2007 or 2009 to update that, but that never really went through. So that'll be part of the process we're going through. So probably see that later this month.
Okay.
Thank you.
Officers, committees, citizen request is Steve Smith, but I don't see him here, so I guess if there's something else, I guess we're open to a motion for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn until May 28th.
Second.
Moved and seconded to adjourn until Wednesday, May 28th. All those in favor? In favor.